She takes you down and feeds your real needs. She takes you down, washing you before you bleed.
Warning, I chain smoke and I say fuck a lot. But I accept myself for the way I am. I accept you too. Viewer discretion advised.
Jennifer Love Hewitt arrives at star-studded events, smiling, waving, never knowing that this woman wants to kill the actress.
I've touched on this before. I'll refer you back to a video called Stalking Spielberg about Jonathan Norman, who repeatedly tried to break into Spielberg's mansion to anally rape him. In that video, I also touch on this case a little. But when I was recently making another blind item video about Kids Incorporated, this stood out to me even more. From the Globe and Mail, woman pleads guilty to stalking Love Hewitt. October 1, 2003. A former county social worker has pleaded guilty to stalking actor Jennifer Love Hewitt. Diana Napolis of La Mesa was treated for mental illness after her arrest last November on charges of making death threats against Hewitt. Napolis, 47, confronted Hewitt at a July 2000 appearance at a San Diego radio station. Court documents indicate that she also yelled, quote, murderer and, quote, killer at Hewitt outside the Kodak Theater in Hollywood last year. As part of her plea Monday in Superior Court, Napolis agreed to stay away from Hewitt for 10 years. She faced up to 6 years in prison, but is to be released at her sentencing October 28. Quote, she was under some stress at the time the incident occurred, said defense lawyer Robert Ford. Napolis told the San Diego Union Tribune last year that Hewitt and director Steven Spielberg were part of a satanic conspiracy capable of, quote, remotely manipulating my body via cybertronic technology. She was arrested after she sent an email to the webmaster of a Hewitt fan site. Quote, I plan on firing a gun at her heart and not missing, she wrote, according to court documents. A Los Angeles judge ordered Napolis last year to stay away from Spielberg at the director's request. She was also prevented from entering the LA premiere of Hewitt's movie, The Tuxedo, which Spielberg's studio released.
Her name is Diana Napolis, and only Extra has learned of her graphic threats on the life of the movie star. At a San Diego radio station where Napolis hit and pushed the star's mom, trying to get to the celebrity. And at the Latin Grammy Awards, Napolis made bizarre accusations, screaming at Love Hewitt, murderer, killer. Then the 47-year-old started using the internet to torment her target. In these exclusive photos, we see Napolis hunched over a computer, writing. Court documents obtained by Extra detail her terrifying messages. Quote, personal note to Jennifer Hewitt. I plan to kill you at the first opportunity to do so, and hope you die a tortuous death. The woman brags, I plan on firing a gun at her heart and not missing. This is really a death threat. I want you to report it to the police or FBI because this is an internet crime.
Napolis, who had worked in LA as a county social worker, thought that Spielberg and his wife, Kate Capshaw, were involved in a satanic cult, police said. She reportedly believed the couple conspired to plant a microchip in her brain, which she dubbed a, quote, soul catcher, to control her. In 2002, Spielberg was granted a restraining order from Napolis. She reportedly turned her attention to Jennifer Love Hewitt, claiming the actress was also controlling her mind, according to the published reports. Diana Napolis, born 1955, was also known by her online pseudonym, Karen Curio Jones, or more often simply, Curio. In 2001, she was charged with stalking film director Steven Spielberg, and in 2002, faced more charges for making death threats against actress Jennifer Love Hewitt, and was committed to a state hospital until fit to stand trial. After a year in prison, Napolis pleaded guilty to stalking and was released on probation. Napolis originally worked as a child protection worker for nearly 10 years, leaving the position in 1996. Becoming involved in the SRA moral panic that arose in the early 1980s.
She got what she wanted, and her notorious acts have landed Miss Napolis here at the San Diego County Courthouse, where she'll answer to felony charges for stalking Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Considering the mind control aspect, another odd thing is in 2008, she took Michael Aquino to court. U.S. District Court, Southern District of California. Diana Napolis, plaintiff, versus Michael Aquino, Michelle Devereaux, Tanya Lysenko, aka Tani Jansang, Carol Hopkins, Dr. Elizabeth Loftus, Mark Sawyer, David Copley, San Diego Union Tribune, a business entity, San Diego State University, and does 1 through 100 inclusive. Defendants. Complaint for negligence, defamation, violation of plaintiff's right to privacy, false light, intentional infliction of emotional distress, conspiracy to violate plaintiff's right to privacy and First Amendment right to free speech, conspiracy. It appears that she's saying they doxed her, and then 8 months after plaintiff's identity was revealed, and since May 2001, defendant Aquino and others have caused plaintiff to be subject to prolonged psychological and physical torture and terrorization by the usage of non-lethal technology such as, quote, voice-to-skull devices, quote, voice synthesis devices, quote, computer-brain interface, remote neural monitoring, psychotronics, electromagnetic, and other non-lethal technology. Because of these assaults, plaintiff has been unable to seek gainful employment since May 2001 and receives Social Security disability benefits. Anyway, this is 191 pages. I'll leave a link, but I haven't had time to read it all yet. It's very interesting, though.
Napolis is in jail and faces a second court-ordered mental examination to find out if she is fit to stand trial.
There's something weird, though. Check out this 1996 CNET article. A new memory chip for the brain. British Telecom is developing a chip that will extend memory in humans. July 18, 1996. Scientists from British Telecom's laboratory today announced a memory chip for the human brain. No kidding. At a presentation for Yorkshire Post newspaper, BT scientists said the chip would attach directly to the optical nerve and store incoming sensory impulses that could then be downloaded and played on a computer or implanted in someone else's memory. As far-fetched as it may seem, BT scientists are taking it seriously. They even assigned it the appropriately gee-whiz product moniker of, quote, Soul Catcher 2025, as well as some fairly detailed specifications. The 2025 refers to the year the scientists think the idea will become a reality. Some analysts don't think it's a joke either, explaining that the Soul Catcher project is just one possible application of BT Labs research. The larger reason for delving into artificial life research is the hope that BT can create telecommunications networks modeled on the most complex network of all the human brain. And I know they were saying that they thought it would be out in 2025, but if they were talking about it back then, they probably already had it. Fucking stoned. I got a motherfucking spaceship. Oh, fuck. Oh, cool. I got it.